Before we get going here, I need to warn you that this script is really funny.
Oh, we're actually going to try and be funny this time. Good idea.
Yeah, we'll have to get through it together.
Together? Get through the funny?
So podcasts will have guests on occasion.
Oh, I kind of wonder. So is that why we have another human in the studio just besides you and me, Dan? I have good news about Tina.
T-Bone's Tina?
Yeah, she's eating on her again. Eating, well, and they took out her catheter. That's good.
Man, Andy, they had her coming and going.
Man. Okay, the guest is smacking on the table again.
So she's her own woman again. That's just great. How's T-Bone?
Dan, you don't like bad news.
No, I do not.
Just move this along.
I wanted to ease into having a guest, Andy.
Ease into having a guest?
Yeah, so our guest is mute.
How's he going to hear us?
No, he can hear. He's not a deaf mute.
No. There's that noise again, twice this time.
That was the guest. He can communicate with us. Let me. 2 taps means no.
Oh, okay. So he's not a deaf mute. What did he just say?
Let me check his language here.
You have a syllabus?
Once means yes.
You distracted me, Dad. Are we still flipping pages?
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to deal with the page flipping thing.
Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, so, sorry, sir, but what's the guest's name?
I don't know. He never told me.
Dan, that's awful.
The guest agrees with you.
Well said.
I guess we could have him write it down, it being his name.
I have an in-law with no name.
The one with 2 spleens?
You bet your bippy.
We should probably move this along.
I think that one tap means yes.
Let me check his language. Yes, it does. Are you fluent, Andy?
The guest agrees that we should move this along right now, Dan. That's kind of funny.
Did you want to write your name down, guest?
I think 2 taps actually signifies no.
He wants to stay anonymous. You got to respect that.
Well, Dan, seriously, you have to do the podcast. Come
Right.
on. All right. Dan?
You are correct, sir. The shiny distraction of our mute guest can only fill so much time.
We're already on page 4.
Your in-law with 2 spleens would be a good guest on our podcast.
Your podcast. And why are you talking about getting a second guest in front of, excuse me, sir, our first guest?
We're okay. He can't hear us.
Dan, he's not deaf.
That's right. He can hear us.
3 taps.
Let me check his language. Oh, man, I wasn't kidding. This script is funny.
Yeah?
3 taps means let's move this along.
I like our guest.
I do too.
Yeah.
Going back to our next guest, I was thinking that a man with no name would be a good guest on a podcast with no title.
So you want my 2-spleened in-law to be a guest on your podcast?
Our podcast. And the 2 spleen thing will just give us something to talk about.
The guest agrees with you.
I've always wondered what a spleen even does. Is it like a backup lung or something?
Dan, how many spleens? No, guess.
Me?
No, I'm going to ask the guest. How many spleens do you have?
Yes?
Yeah, see? 1. That's it.
Now that one means yes.
Oh, yeah. That's it. The guest only has 1 spleen.
Yes.
That's what he's signifying with his tap, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think my in-law would do your podcast, Dan.
Bummer. How come, Andy?
My in-law's in that pinto bean camp, and, I'm quite entrenched on the world of garbanzo beans on my side, so I don't think he would do the podcast out of spite. He'd be afraid I might, attack him with the beans.
Is there anything worse than bean spite?
Yeah, it stinks. The script is funny. I like it.
I know. I used italics in the script.
I like it. How'd I deliver it?
Andy, I know that you always give your best effort, man. E for effort.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, my family is kind of really divided over this whole bean thing.
Yeah, you guys are like the Montagues and the Capulets.
That's so English, Dan. Huh. Honestly, my family's more akin to being like the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Wait. If your family is the only family in the dispute,
then we're both wrong because
we're referencing a 2-family feud.
we both said family feud twice.
Your family's being divided is more like the Corleone family in Godfather Part 2.
I know. Guess?
Okay. That was an overtop comparison.
No, I know no one in our family's been murdered over the garbanzo bean, pinto bean divide. That hasn't happened.
Did you just say no 2 times in a row?
Oh, let me take a look at this script. Yeah, I think it did, but it was 2 different no's.
Did you just say no's?
This guest has been great so far, Dan.
The guest agrees.
That's really not surprising.
So comparing your family's bean divide to the Corleone family in The Godfather Part 1 after the first attempt on Vito Corleone's life would be inappropriate?
All right, think about this. All right, Wolfgang Puck's family, all right? Having a divide over garbanzo beans and pinto beans, all right?
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Have you learned something?
Check me out. Learned.
The guest says no.
I walked into yet another shot, and this guy can't even freaking talk.
Well, you do give yourself the business in this script, Dan.
Speaking of business, it's time for an ad.
What? Were you?
Oh no!
Wait,
I'm falling down.
Dan, no.
Why do you have dishes in your studio?
Because I have to do the dishes. And you came in over, knocked on the door, and I had to come let you in, and I put them down there. I didn't think you were going to plow into them like a monkey in a china shop.
We're not in Florida. Can you help me out?
I can't help you up. I got a bad back. You know that. Hold on. Let me call the wife. Hey, wife! Yes, Daddy? Hey, there's so much blood! You're on your own now, Dan. You're not going to be happy.
That's right. The guest can help me up. Not so fast, guest.
Wait, where are you going? Dan, put the garage door down. I got a whole pallet of Cheez-Its in there, and we got javelinas. Garage door! You didn't put it down all the way. It only came down an inch. Thank you.
I wanted to do a bit for the ad and needed the guest to go potty.
Yippers.
Nopers.
Let's move this along. Is that a shot? Wait, that's
I
your
don't
line.
like the guest much anymore.
You brought him in.
4 taps. What's that mean, Andy?
I don't know, Dan.
I thought you were fluent in his language.
Dan, you have the syllabus. He never used 4 taps before.
All right, let me check his language.
Don't you have his language?
I'm checking it right now. It means okay.
What's he saying okay to?
Did we forget the context?
The guy's rubbing it in now.
Let me check the script. Oh, he's saying okay to go into the bathroom.
All right. Go ahead. It's back down. Wait. He's in the hall. What's he doing in the hallway?
He's walking, man. He's the walking man.
Man. To your left. To your left. Oh, boy.
Opening, promotion, ad, line, or product.
Name of product. What it does. It being the product.
Humorous line to make the audience think about buying product.
Information about the product that speaks to a certain demographic.
Humorous line at the expense of a demographic that is deemed not going to buy the product.
Submissive phrase to make the product sound non-judgmental.
Price of and different ways to purchase product.
Humorous line to make the audience think about buying the product.
Side effects of.
Oh, there you go. This way. Over here. I thought you said he could hear me.
He's coming.
To your right. Have a seat. Hope everything went well. You're
a great host, Andy.
You say that so
You're not
much.
stealing my line this time, buddy.
You say that. You say that so much, it's starting to lose all of its meaning. That me being a great host.
Well, keep up the good work.
Whatever, Dan.
So you're kind of a music snob, huh, Andy?
Well, I am a snob.
The guest is calling you a liar.
He's just being nice. I like him again.
I was moving things along, unlike you.
Hey, I move things along fine, Dan.
I'm the one moving things along now, Andy.
No, Dan, you're just talking about it.
I need to stop setting you both up.
All right, okay, so Dan, say I'm a music snob, all right? I buy rock and roll inspired tissue paper, like the Kiss paper. I got Gene Simmons to blow my nose into it.
Thanks, Andy. So you're a music snob, huh?
Yes.
All right. All right, I'm moving along. Sheesh. I have a problem with Bon Jovi being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Bon Jovi's all right. Come on. I mean, they're Hall of Famers.
They have 2 great songs, which is a testament to how impressive making a great song is.
Bon Jovi's a lot of other great songs.
Nope.
You know it.
Let
Come
It
on.
Rock and Wanted Dead or Alive. Bon Jovi hasn't made a great song since Slippery When Wet in 1986.
What about Blaze of Glory? Blaze of Glory,
That
great
was
tune.
just John. Richie Bon Jovi wasn't even playing guitar.
It's Richie Sambora, you boob. Dan, and I'll Be There For You is a great tune.
Terrible lyrics. He actually says these 5 words, I swear to you. It's embarrassing.
Oh, the guest is a critic now, too.
Well, we're both right.
That's a real hot take about Bon Jovi you've got there.
If they're going to let Bon Jovi into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, then Weezer is a Hall of Fame band, too.
Weezer?
They have 5 great songs, guys. 3 more than Bon Jovi.
What's the 5 taps mean?
Let me check his language here. That's absurd.
Man, his language is better than mine. Okay, name the 5 great Weezer songs, Dan, please.
Hash Pipe. Feels Like Summer. Say It Ain't So. Undone. Buddy Holly. Plus My Name Is Jonas is really good.
What about the sweater song?
I mentioned that one. Undone.
Feels Like Summer's only 3 minutes long. Come on. What's he doing?
The guest is doing a drum solo, Andy.
Because he doesn't think Weezer is a Hall of Fame band?
No, well, maybe. But I was having trouble booking a guest, so I told him it was an audition for a band.
Dude, he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, we should start a band.
I don't want to commit to anything.
Shocker.
Dan, he stopped yelling now. He finished.
Sure.
Put down those sticks.
Let's play
Where did he get those from?
Let's play the Magic Johnson tweet game.
Oh, this is so boring.
I know, it's great.
Okay, on April 29, 2019, after the Sixers beat the Raptors, Magic tweeted, "Tonight the Sixers even the series with the Raptors led by Jimmy Butler with 30 points. Their defense was outstanding, and the Sixers bench outplayed the Raptors bench."
That's some good analysis.
And he did savage the Raptors bench. Yes, he did. He wrote outplayed.
Andy, yelling at me is funny, but yelling at the guest is not funny.
I guess that the guest is never on my side. That's what I'm feeling now.
You see, Andy? Let me check his language. Yes, he is on your side.
Well, I do feel better now.
Hey, let me read a Magic Johnson tweet to you.
Okay, Dan.
Very good. On April 10th, 2019, Magic tweeted, "On behalf of the LA Sparks ownership group, we welcome Kalani Brown, Marina Mabry, and Angela Salvadores to the LA Sparks."
Angela. I wish I was a Sparks fan now.
The Sparks are great.
You know what? Magic agrees with you. Yep. I noticed you. Let me do another one, okay? Let
Sure,
me do
yeah,
another
we're
one.
playing a game, yeah.
Yeah, since we're going.
Yeah.
On March 17th, 2019.
I noticed you keep sighing.
All right, so Magic tweeted, "Congratulations to my MSU Spartans for beating our arch rival Michigan 65-60 for the third time this season to become the big tournament, 10 tournament champions."
No fake news there.
He ended it with an exclamation point, but honestly, I just couldn't summon the strength.
On November 19th, 2018, Magic tweeted, "Chiefs versus Rams game is like the old Western gunfight at the OK Corral.
Ah, little tombstone love.
Best regular season game I've ever seen with the Rams winning 54-51.
He didn't say if it was the best. He just said, really, in every sport, just football. I mean, he just football game best.
Magic's tweets are very controversial.
That's why we read them.
Big news, guys!
Did you finally think of a name for this podcast?
Now you're setting him up?
His timing is impeccable. Thank you.
Nailed it again.
Seriously, though.
Seriously, though.
Come on.
You completely kneecapped my big news announcement.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Guess. We get it. All right.
Get what?
Well, don't get distracted, Dan. What's the name of the podcast?
The Kangaroos Without Pouches podcast.
Dan, there's a comedy troupe already named that. What? Oh, wait.
It's our comedy troupe, Andy.
I don't remember ever committing to a comedy troupe, though.
We're crying in the bucket, Andy.
Did I commit to your comedy troupe?
The guest says no. Well, we got to go. Use Bing, not Google.
Duck, duck, goose. Duck, duck, go. Yeah. Duck, duck, fuck, fuck. Don't use that. You cannot use the fuck, fuck. All right. What do you think? Do you think we got enough out of those three?
Yeah, we're good there.
Okay.
Do you have time to do some shorts here?
Yeah, let's just do them real quick.
All right. And we can record all these on video if you're all set up, so we don't got to worry about switching back and forth.
All right, hang on. We're not going to do video on the shorts, right?
We don't have to.
Okay.
If we do more shorts, we can do video on those next time. But yeah, let's just knock these out real quick. Let's read it let's read it through 3 times, and then we'll be good to go here.
All right, hold on. Let me do this. Did you say Benny was into doing one of these?
Yeah, I might have sent it to the wrong email because he's following me on Instagram, but he didn't get back to an email I sent him. So maybe I'll just send him to another email. You know these kids and all their emails.
My Lord.
I got my email from my house, my email from my work, my email from my girlfriend, my email from my girlfriend's girlfriend.
Hold on here. Let me find where I need to put this file.
Oh, yeah, you can put it on the Dan's leg or.
Where's the other ones?
They're
Oh, what? Where did I put them? Hold on here.
They're in Dan's leg. The audio files, aren't they? Are they on the?
Oh, there we go. 518. Okay, for some reason, that's really weird. Okay, so let me hit save.
I thought it was a good idea having a mute guest. What do you think?
I don't know. We could have brought in a real guest.
We'll take care of that.
We could have had them pretend that they were just somebody we grabbed on the street or a gardener.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah, that would play out this is an audition for a band, not
Yeah.
an interview on a podcast.
We'd like to know if you could try playing drums. And then they end up smacking it out. Okay, let me save this. Oh,